The U.S. State Department has given the green light for a potential sale of 400 Tomahawk cruise missiles to Japan. Under this approved deal, Japan is set to acquire 200 Tomahawk Block 4 and 200 Tomahawk Block 5, along with associated equipment. The approval marks the culmination of long-standing discussions regarding Japan's interest in obtaining long-range land attack cruise missile capabilities through the Tomahawk platform. It underscores a noteworthy shift in Japan's military policy, particularly regarding the acquisition of offensive weaponry. This strategic move by Japan is a direct response to escalating tensions in the Pacific region, compelling the country to enhance its counterstrike capabilities in the face of potential threats, with a particular focus on challenges originating from China. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes how pacifist Japan is arming itself to face China with American Tomahawk. Let's get started. Before we proceed, a word on NordVPN, which is one of the most trusted VPN brands worldwide that has a no-log policy validated by Deloitte, an industry-leading Big Four auditing firm. NordVPN provides an encrypted tunnel that protects your privacy by preventing external entry to your internet traffic, as well as enabling you to access content that's blocked based on geolocation. Best of all, with one NordVPN account, you can secure up to 6 devices at the same time. Get an exclusive NordVPN deal with massive savings by going to nordvpn.com/defense or clicking the link in the description. It's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. Viewers may note that in October, U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin and Japanese Defense Minister Minoru Kihara met at the Pentagon, where Japan asked to speed up delivery of the Tomahawks. The statement read, "The State Department has made a determination approving a possible foreign military sale to the government of Japan of Tomahawk weapon system and related equipment for an estimated cost of $2.35 billion. The Defense Security Cooperation Agency delivered the required certification, notifying Congress of this possible sale today. The government of Japan is requested to buy up to 200 Tomahawk Block 4 all-up rounds, AURs, RGM-109E, up to 200 Tomahawk Block 5 AURs, RGM-109E, and 14 Tactical Tomahawk Weapon Control Systems, TTWCS. Also included is support for the Tomahawk Weapon System, TWS, the all-up round, the Tactical Tomahawk Weapon Control Systems, TTWCS, and the Mission Distribution Software Suite Centers, MDSSC, as well as containers, feasibility studies, software, hardware, training, unscheduled missile maintenance, spares, in-service support, communication equipment, operational flight tests, publications, engineering and technical expertise to maintain the TWS capability, non-recurring engineering, transportation, and other related elements of logistics and program support. According to Japan's constitution, adopted after the Second World War, it is a pacifist country. Article 9 of the Japanese Constitution states that the Japanese people forever renounce war and the threat or use of force. It technically doesn't have a military, only has a self-defense force. Previously, the only scenario in which Japan's self-defense forces could be deployed involved an armed attack situation, such as an organized and premeditated attack against Japan's territorial land, sea, or airspace. Since the late previous Prime Minister Shinzo Abe's time, a process was set in motion that aimed to reverse Japan's uncompromising post-war pacifism through a reinterpretation of the Constitution. The initiative reached its aim in December 2022 when the Parliament voted to give the armed forces more power. The vote provided the moral basis to allow Japan to operate militarily abroad and underwrites a major campaign of rapid rearmament, including offensive types such as Tomahawks. The Tomahawk Block 4 possesses the capability to strike targets at a distance of almost 1,000 miles or 1,600 kilometers, carrying a 1,000-pound or 450-kilogram unitary warhead. Notably, it has the ability to adjust its course mid-flight, lingering over a designated area to engage emerging targets, thanks to its imaging infrared seeker capability. In comparison, the Block 5 variant represents an enhanced version incorporating upgrades to enhance survivability. This improved iteration is particularly effective in targeting moving objects, making it well-suited for roles such as long-range anti-ship missile operations. Initially, Japan had intended to acquire 400 Tomahawk Block 5 missiles. However, the country has now opted to include the earlier version in its procurement strategy, spanning from fiscal year 2025 to fiscal year 2027. Tomahawk is a stopgap arrangement. This decision comes as Japan is working to extend the range of its Type 12 anti-ship missile, currently under development. The country's been actively pursuing the deployment of its own long-range land attack cruise missile for an extended period, with the expectation that domestically developed variants will eventually operate alongside the Tomahawk in the long term. Current versions of Type 12 have a range of 400 kilometers or 249 miles. Japan intends to deploy the Tomahawk missiles on its Aegis destroyers, with the possibility of exploring ground and submarine launch platforms in the future. The Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force currently operates 8 Aegis destroyers, including 4 Kongo-class, 2 Atago-class, and 2 Maya-class, Japan's latest Aegis-capable destroyers in active service. Integration of Tomahawks into these vessels would introduce a new offensive kinetic capability. These Aegis destroyers, equipped with robust radar systems and an array of surface-to-air, anti-ship, and anti-submarine missiles, currently serve as floating air and missile defense platforms. They play a crucial role in Japan's defense strategy. In this context, the Tomahawk Land Attack Missile, TLAM, is viewed not only as a conventional deterrent, but also as a strategic addition to Japan's military capabilities. The Tomahawk's influence is expanding in the Pacific, with Australia also incorporating them into its arsenal. The growing presence of Tomahawks in the region is a response to the evolving security landscape, mostly influenced by China's actions. China's conduct has prompted several nations in the region to strengthen their military capabilities, reflecting a broader trend of nations taking steps to bolster their defense in response to regional challenges.
Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.